Next up, at UFC Atlanta, we have another new fight. The two fights we just broke down are brand new to this card, and this fight is incredibly new to this card. This fight was announced yesterday. We just got odds in the last couple of hours, and they've already moved pretty quickly. We have Ricky Simone taking on Cameron Smotherman. Ricky Simone was originally supposed to fight Charles Jourdain, and I loved him in that matchup. I picked him in that matchup. I loved him in that fight. I thought he would get all the takedowns and none of the issues.
Wait, you had him again? You loved Ricky against Charles Jourdain?
Absolutely. And now he's fighting Cameron Smotherman. And it's a very different matchup because while Cameron can be taken down, he's a better striker. He's young. Pretty durable kid-ish, durable adjacent. But this is going to be a fun one to break down. We got Ricky Simone, 21-6 in his career. He is only 2-3 in his last 5, but he is coming off that big knockout win over the Bajarat brother. He's taking on Cameron Smotherman, 12-5 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that incredibly frustrating loss to Siri Saidi. Ricky Simone, we all know, shoots a gazillion takedowns. He's basically like a Wish version of Merab, but not quite Wish, right? Wish makes it sound like it's just complete...
he fucking smoked Merab.
I was just saying, Wish makes it sound like it's just dog shit trash. He fights like Merab, but not quite as good as Merab. He did beat Merab. He had a technical submission. Merab didn't stop.
Did you happen to see his tweet after that fight, after the this last Merab Sean fight?
No. What did he say?
He said headed to the bar or something because of the Adesanya and Alex Pereira. Like, I beat that guy one time.
Oh, that's funny.
Funny,
yeah, that is really funny. Good for him. Because he did. He was Merab's last win, 7 fights ago or 13 fights ago or something like that. Or sorry, Merab's last loss, like 13 fights ago. And that's who Ricky Simone is, though. Just think Merab, just not quite as dependable. He's going to shoot a gazillion takedowns, get his hands busy. He's taking on Cameron Smotherman. Cameron Smotherman's one of these young prospects. He did have a very successful short notice UFC debut. He showed up, beat a very good guy, and did so in pretty dominant, straightforward fashion. So his stock was rising. He's a patient.
I think Hadley lost his job because of that fight.
He literally was cut after that, I believe. He is a patient striker. He's an accurate striker. He is busy. He does a really good job managing range. He doesn't really panic. He's pretty composed for his age and his experience. Takedown defense is just okay. But if he is taken down, there's not a lot to offer. And it did underwhelm us in his last fight against Siri Saidi, where he was taken down 5 times. MMA math isn't always something you could rely on. But honestly, in this fight, I think MMA math is the only thing you actually need. Dude's coming off a loss where he was taken down 5 times against somebody who doesn't wrestle nearly as well as Ricky Simone. He also has another loss on the Contender Series where he was knocked out in 1 minute by Charalampos Grigoriou. Ricky Simone has big power. So we've seen him get taken down. We've seen him get knocked out. Ricky can do both those things. I imagine Ricky wins this fight. I actually just parlayed Ricky, and I put that bet up for premium members. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm a big... I've kind of faded Ricky in the past, but I've always been a fan of Ricky. It's hard not to be a fan of Ricky. He's a tough dude, coming forward, as you mentioned, power. It took a lot for Song Yadong. I mean, in that 5-round fight to finally finish Ricky Simone. Cameron Smotherman, I'm a big fan of his. I was actually at that Jake Hadley fight. When he got poked in the eye, I was fucking giving it to Chris Tylonely. Jake Hadley looked at me and I said, "You're ruining my night, Jake," because he poked Cameron in the eye, and Jake Hadley looks at me like, "What the fuck?" Then Adrian Yanez came over after the fight, gave me his hat and everything. It was a whole big thing. But I like Cameron Smotherman. This fight is it's very interesting. The odds are very interesting for sure because Ricky Simone is a guy known for all these takedowns, all this wrestling. If you look at his last 6 fights, I sent the stats to Angelo. I mean, I know those are high level people. But, I mean, it's like 2 for 9, 2 for 11, 1 for 8, all this stuff. If you add them all up together, that shit is, what I send to you? Fucking,
I don't know.
Right here. 11 for his last 48 takedown attempts, Ricky Simone, which is 23%. You guys know how I love these takedown stats because you have this image of this guy that's just constantly getting takedowns, but he's been really struggling lately. And I know that there's 5 takedowns against Siri, and people are trying to do that MMA math. Like, oh, if you watch those takedowns, Cameron Smotherman was never really held down to the ground. That kid knows how to fucking work to the fence to get back to his feet. You're going to see some control time. A lot of that was up against the fence. This kid works hard. Siri had him in a very interesting, dangerous Darce situation. Cameron stayed cool, calm, collected, got out of it, got back to his feet. He has a sense of urgency. And when you want to try to do MMA math, I'm adding Ricky, which is top level competition, starting to slow down on his ability to get the takedowns. Cameron, a young kid, improving fast with the taking, the wrestling defense. The sense of urgency is very important. This isn't a guy that was getting taken down by Sirius CD and just laying on his back and pulling guard and just laying there for half a round. He is getting to the fence. He is working back. He is getting those underhooks, getting back to space, and he's going to be the better striker in this matchup. Ricky's going to have probably the power. He might land a big shot against Cameron, as you mentioned. Contender series fight. He got put out or whatever. But Cameron Smotherman is honestly like a bigger, lesser version of Joshua Van. The boxing is the same, not quite as fast, but he just moves forward, continues to move forward, works the body, works the boxing, and the takedown defense is improving. So I do worry that it is short notice, and Ricky could just bring that crazy pace and pace and pressure for 15 minutes and just try to smother Smotherman. But I'm taking a little flyer on the kid here. I like Cameron to get it done. I think the takedowns aren't going to be what people think, and if this turns into a boxing match, Cameron Smotherman can strike with anybody, I think, in this division. So maybe the short notice wears on the kid, but I'm taking a flyer here.
Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna waver. I'm pretty confident in Ricky here. But what I will say is it was 2 weeks ago where Connecticut's own Billy Ray Goff was like a 3-1 favorite against a guy that he was going to beat the absolute shit out of. It wasn't even gonna be a close fight. Then he gets Ramiz Brahimaj on short notice, and his odds doubled. He became a much larger favorite. And I said, I don't understand why the odds are wider. This is a tougher matchup. Now, you can make some parallels between that and this. Is Cameron Smotherman better than Charles Jourdain? I don't think he is, and not at this point in their career.
And I was going to be all over Jourdain against Ricky Simone as well. Jourdain fucking has locked it in. He's a good fighter now.
Yeah, I was all over Ricky in that fight, too. And I was looking forward to it.
It was not going to be good for you.
Sweet guillotine, Charles. Anyway, I'm on the Smotherman. No, I'm on the Ricky Simone side. I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward fight. Did you flat out pick Smotherman, or you just warned people from betting on him?
No, I picked Smotherman. Ricky Simone's his takedowns aren't going to be there. That you think
we are split city.
11 for his last 48. And remember, Smotherman defended plenty of those takedowns as well. It's not like he got taken down.
But Shalampos is, or what's his name? Sirius is not a wrestler. That's why it's like.
That's why it's probably more surprising that he was shooting those takedowns.
It was definitely more surprising, but they're not nearly as good. I mean, listen, I went straight up MMA math. I think it will hold up.
Did I.
And Ricky is,
because he's not getting the takedowns, and Smotherman can defend the takedowns. You're not looking at the math the right way.
I'm happy.
I'm doing calculus, and you're doing fucking.
Yeah. No, okay. See, look how smart Jacob is. You could have said anything. Common.
That is you with a crayon.
Anyway, we're going to be split here. So if you need a tiebreaker yet again, go to the website, wewantpicks.com. Click become a member at the top. Not only do you get my picks, Jacob's picks, you get Artem's, you get BetSam's, you get the artificial intelligence, and then you can use the computer. Go take the fight simulator, have it run the simulations, and have it tell you how many takedowns it thinks Ricky Simone will land. Because I'll tell you right now, I have been using that fight simulator to build prize picks and underdog fantasy entries, and we haven't missed since I've been doing it. We have not missed since I've been using it. So check out the fight simulator, everything else that we have to offer, wewantpicks.com. Also, this guy just said, Angelo, you suck at prize picks. Well, I mean, quite literally, I haven't missed in a month. Dead wrong. Muppet.
Yeah, blood.
Moron.
Tell him blood.
We had a couple of super chats. Hoopsy again says, Ginger Leprechaun Man should fight Hezbollah. Who's he talking about?
Oh, Ricky? I don't know.
Maybe they will run that fight. Hoopsie. Then we have a $4.99 from Strawberry Grapefruit. F. Mary Kill on how to make hot dogs. Ooh.
Boiled, I got this.
Boiled, microwaved, or on the grill. All right. I will marry on the grill. I'll fuck a boiled and I will kill the microwaved.
I will fuck the shit out of a boiled hot dog. I will marry, Angelo, that sweet microwave.
Dude, he was microwaving 10.
Fucking kill. Grilled hot dogs are fucking disgusting.
I love grilled hot dog. I love the little snap.
I don't like them. I don't like any char. I like it boiled or microwaved. You get a little sizzle out of that microwave. Oh!
Jacob, when he first moved to Texas, quite literally was microwaving like 8 hot dogs a day. That would 2 meals, lunch, dinner, hot dogs.
I don't know what's wrong with that.
It's crazy.
It's a very well-rounded meat.
Another super chat from Patrick Watson, $4.99. Good luck betting this week, fellas. I will be in attendance. So will Jacob. Hoping for a great card. Question: how are we feeling about Van's chances 1 to 10? He's talking about
the dude open as a -250 favorite. I think he got pretty good changes.
That flipped so fucking fast.
It just went down.
No, he's an underdog now.
Oh, bullshit. Okay. Oh, bullshit.
He's quite literally an underdog right now.
Let me see it. Where is he? What is it, 317? He's a -115 favorite, you fucking retard. He's literally an underdog right now.
I bet it today, and he was not an underdog.
You stupid bitch. You silly, sloppy, slutty bitch.
All right, I'm going to look it up myself because I don't
He is literally an underdog right now.
I'm going to check myself because I don't believe Jacob. He is a -115 favorite. What an absolute joke. He was a +110 dog this morning. And it was -120 for Brandon.
He is literally an underdog right now.
Well, he was.
Those odds honestly make sense to me. I like a pick 'em odds. Because, I mean, Joshua Van usually dogs people. You're not going to fucking dog Royval, but you can probably just back him up and just box him the entire time. I mean, that's what Royval does. He just backs up. But those awkward shots could, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Royval's got so much high-level experience, so many really good wins, like so dangerous everywhere. I can't believe they're not giving him the benefit of the doubt in that fight. Like, I'm shocked. I think Brandon Royval, I think it should be...
Didn't you say you just bet Joshua Van?
No, I bet Royval. I bet Royval.
Hey. Okay.
Thank you. But now I feel like an asshole because there's better odds already, which is crazy to me.
You could have got Royval at fucking +200.
I don't know if those odds actually existed. Like, that's what they opened at, and then that moved within 5 seconds.
They opened those. They literally opened those, but they don't last very long, like a couple minutes. But
yeah, I think bots attack those lines before humans can get to them because they're gone quick. But anyway, Patrick, you said, what are his chances? He obviously has chances. He's a composed dude. He's got speed, athleticism, takedown defense is good. But I mean, experience matters so much, and Royval's not old. And we have another $4.99 from William Gearing. Ange, don't F around with Crips and blood, bro. What the fuck is happening? Trust me, you don't want that on ATL this week. If word gets out, I don't know if Jacob will vouch for you. First of all, I'm not going to Atlanta. Second of all I did was read somebody's username, and I abbreviated the end of it.
I will hit I don't know that dude.
$4.99 from Jafar Raza. Hey, curious to hear what you think about the battle versus Ruzaboyev, Angelo Arton. Oh, how did he know I was going to do that? Ruzaboyev. That got announced today. I'm a big Ruzaboyev guy, so I'm going to stick with Ruzaboyev there. Brian Battle's got some karma coming his way because he did not win his last fight. What do you think, Jacob?
I don't know. I know originally that was announced at 170, and I was like, what the fuck? Because both those guys have struggled at 170. I thought Ruzaboyev, but then they corrected and said 185. So it'll be interesting to see Battle back at 185, right? So
yeah, Ruzaboyev's just absolutely tremendous. I mean,
Battle's
got a chin on him.
He's so big, and he's a fucking. I mean, he is a sniper with that right hand. I don't even really like Ruzaboyev like that, but he throws that right hand. He means business when he throws that shit.
And we still haven't seen him wrestle. The motherfucker can wrestle.
He's a jiu-jitsu nerd.
And then $1.99 from Unwell to Brrr. Jake, thanks for making Saturdays better. Jacob, did you see my show with Josh? Probably not, right?
With who?
Yeah. So him and I went live Sunday night as we normally do to break down the fights, the matchups to make next. And he was just BS in the beginning. He's like, I did a fight companion And people kept hopping in my chat talking about how I'm competing with Jacob, and Jacob's live. He's like, Jacob does numbers. And I was like, Jacob is quite literally the best like fight companion live streamer on the planet.
And let me just talk to
and
the
then
chat.
Then he praised. He was like, he included he's like, I don't know how he does it, keeping track of all those things all at once.
Yeah, just don't be a retard. I just gotta talk to the chat real quick, because a lot of you fucking people, you sons of bitches, were in that fucking live chat. Let me know in the chat right now if you were in the live stream Saturday night. And I want to talk in particular for the main event, because I sat there. Right, we had struggled a little bit. We had the locker week, some big wins in there, but we were gonna make our money back on the main event. And I sat there, and I was gonna put fucking like $850 on the main event to not go the distance at plus, it's like plus 150 or something like that. Really gonna make some nice coin. And you motherfuckers kept being like, "Oh, Merab doesn't finish anybody. Merab doesn't. Who is Merab gonna finish? You might as well just play Sean and inside the distance. Sean by KO." And I clipped it out. I said, guys, when I watched that first fight back, Merab went for a guillotine at one point. You saw that little mounted guillotine against the fence. He even went for a Darce or an Anaconda. I can't remember which one. On the live stream, as I'm thinking about placing this bet, I literally said he went for a Darce, an Anaconda, and what did he end up hitting? Like some modified Darce that he turns into some bullshit north-south choke. I literally just think he felt the neck and just squeezed as hard as he could. Do you even know what choke that was? It wasn't really it was like a, I don't know what it was. It wasn't an actual north-south choke, but it was like a,
they called it some announcers were not those, but like ESPN was calling it a guillotine. Like, I don't know what.
Yeah, it looked like a ninja choke at first, but then it looked like a Darce that it literally looked like he knew he had his neck and was just like, I'm just going to fucking squeeze as hard as I could. And he fucking got him. So fuck you guys, dumb bitches.
He did say, Josh also said he loved that you go at people in the chats when they're wrong. Unwell to Butter, $1.99 again. Also, what do you think of Merab and Pantoja? I think Pantoja's good, but he's just a tiny little old man, and he's not going to do anything to Merab. Merab's not big, but what's he going to do? Take down and bully Merab? Pantoja's a weight bully. He's not going to weight bully up a weight class. You think he can? No way.
He could hit some wild shit. I mean, Pantoja's he's a fucking.
I like Pantoja a lot, and he's got dog in him, but he's a weight bully.
He's a dog, and he hits some pretty, it'd be interesting.
He's old and small, I think, is the problem with this specific match.
Why do you keep saying he's old at 36, 37?
At 37,
Merab is 36.
37 and 100. No, he's not.
Oh, bullshit.
You're just making shit up.
Look it up then.
Yeah. 37 at 125 pounds might as well be 45. While Jacob's
He's 34 years old.
That's a big difference. Unwell to another $1.99. Jacob, hope you'll be live on the 21st. I'm going to need it. And I'll tell you right now, he will not be. Jakey Boy's not going to be around. Right? 21st?
Is that the Baku?
It is. It's right smack in the middle of the day. Actually, it's kind of early, I think, too.
I'll be back. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe you never know, Angelo. Never say never.
We'll find out on Monday. Never. We'll find out on Monday if we got tickets to Bare Knuckle. Same day. At night. In Fort Worth.
Where at in Fort Worth?
Some arena.
You know they had a fucking, some fucking ranch?
No, they have a couple.
Stadium?
They got they do have Dickies Arena, which is big.
What arena?
Dickies.
There was a Dickies down the road that fucking closed. I actually like Dickies.
There's so much real barbecue. You don't need chain barbecue. That's like
I just like they had like shoestring. I just love shoestring onion rings, man. I hate those fat bullshit.
That's
fat
crazy.
fucks, man.
That's fucking
shoestring onion rings are so good. You get a fat onion ring, you bite it, and all of a sudden all the onion ring comes out, and then you just got to eat the fried fucking shoestring onion rings. Are just like